Hello everyone! My name is Raymond, and I am the creator of the Street King. And yes, that's right, the Street King is finally coming to iOS. There's a ton of things that I want to cover today about Update 3.0, including all new cars and content. Let's get started by diving into the specifics of the iOS release. As you can see here, I have the game running on an actual device. On this iPad Air 2, I'm able to get a consistent 60 frames per second on Ultra graphics. All features from the Android version of the game have been fully ported over, including all cars, customizations, and music. Google Play Games achievements and leaderboards have been replaced by Game Center achievements and leaderboards for iOS. Same applies for cloud saves. Additionally, Android and iOS users can play online multiplayer together. Public and private rooms both work between platforms. I'll discuss this a bit more later on when we go into more detail on online multiplayer changes. Let's take a look at some in-game footage recorded on the actual device. Car Vote 4 had 12 cars to choose from. The top 2 cars from the vote have been added to the game. Additionally, one pre-existing car has been completely remade from the ground up, which brings the total number of playable cars in the Street King all the way up to 41. I'm sure you're all super excited for the big reveal, so without any further ado, I present to you the winner of Car Vote 4. The Rotary is back! With 430 points, the Rotor 2 GT received 76 first choice votes, 56 second choice votes, and 55 third choice votes, beating second place by over 40 points. Let's take it for a spin. As you can see, the Rotor 2 GT is a pretty balanced car, but it isn't too fast in its stock form. That's enough about this car. Let's get straight to the reveal of the second place winner of Car Vote 4. Despite being a Japanese car, the MT6 is still able to hold its own against the established Italian supercars. With 389 points from the vote, the MT6 had almost the same number of first choice votes as the Rotor 2 GT, but mainly lost out on second and third choice votes. One really cool thing about the MT6 is that it features headlight conversions. You can swap out the stock pop-ups for fixed headlights for a more modern look. The MT6's mid-engine layout and lightweight make it quick and nimble, and on that note, let's see which car got a remake. Since the two winners of the vote were Japanese sports cars, it was a good time to redo the Tourer. Let's see if it drives as good as it looks. covers the new cars for Update 3.0. I hope you're all happy with the new tuners, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of your new builds. Multiplayer races have been completely overhauled. They now support anywhere from 2 to 5 players, and there's a number of new options and quality of life improvements as well. To host a race, you can pull over anywhere in the map and hit the Host Race button. From there, you can choose the race route. After doing so, you'll be greeted with the all-new rules screen. Collisions determines whether players in the race will be able to crash into each other or if they will ghost through harmlessly. You will now automatically ghost through any players who aren't part of the race anyways, so this option only affects the people you're racing against. Underdog Boost makes races less competitive, but can be more fun if there's a big difference in skill or car performance between players. When enabled, players who fall behind will see their cars become much faster, helping them catch back up. Drag physics is an interesting one. It forces all players to use manual transmission with harsh penalties for missing shifts or launching poorly. You can even blow up your engine if you rev for too long. After setting the race rules, the host can wait for players to join. If someone joins the race but the host doesn't want them there, the host can kick them. Once all players have joined in, the host can start the race. As I mentioned earlier, Android and iOS players can play online multiplayer with each other without any restrictions. Let's do a race where I'm on iOS and my opponents are all on Android. I'd like to give a huge thanks to my King patrons, Grandam67, The Space Thing, and TLM10's Gaming for supporting me and my games. Porting this game over to iOS was incredibly expensive, especially for a lone developer like me. I could not have achieved this update without the financial support of my patrons. If you'd like to join them in helping me out, my Patreon page is linked in the video description. I'm super excited for this update. Releasing this game on iOS is something that I've dreamed of for years now. Reaching this point feels surreal, and I'd like to thank you, my players, for supporting me all this way. There's still a couple of things that need to be ironed out before Update 3.0 and the iOS release can go live. So until then, thanks so much for watching and supporting me, and I'll see you all next time.